people, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Lyn Afros. If you're new here, please do subscribe, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing, and let's keep on sharing, let's interacting and engaging on this page for all things natural hair. So today I'm here sharing with you about stretching hair. Okay, heat is not our best friend, so because of that we want to find alternatives of ways that we can stretch our hair without exposing it to heat damage. And one of the ways of achieving that, I actually use 3 ways of stretching my hair without heat. You know, when you just out of the shower, the shrinkage is real. I know the struggle. So what I do, the first method I use, which always works for me, is this that I have right now. So I just get out of the shower, sometimes I wash my hair in twists, and then when I get out of the shower I moisturize it and then get it back into twists, these big 2-strand twists that I have on right now. You remember this look from our last video? I uploaded a video about how I treat my hair with protein, and then about how I moisturize my hair. So my hair is already treated with protein and then it's moisturized. I used Care protein for treating my hair. So my hair is already treated with protein right now and it's well moisturized. I used damp water, of course, and then I sealed in the moisture with some oil, 2 types of oil actually, Jamaican black castor oil and oil hair growth oil, both of which I got from Esther Chains from Facebook. Shout out to you, Esther Chains. They were just awesome. You see, my hair is just looking like a mixture of herbs in a good way. A very, very healthy way, like mint, eucalyptus, neem, I don't know, just a mixture of really nice herbs. So I think my hair is just going to love it, and I'm hoping for the wild growth that the wild growth hair oil promised. So I digress. Back to what you were doing. This is the first way about how you can stretch the hair. You can see that once it's in twists, it retains some of its length actually. It's not so much shrinked right now because I had it in twists. The 2-strand method of twisting is like the easiest, and because this is not for styling, this is just for sectioning and holding it out and stretching it, you can just do any method you can manage, and then when you're ready to style, you just let you undo the twists and then you style however you want to style your hair. And another way that you can use to stretch your hair is to do the mini braids on your hair. So rather than just having the 2-strand method, my hair is actually quite dry now, so not so much what I need, but it's well moisturized. So now instead of the 2 strands, you just use the 3. You section your hair into 3 strands. You want them to be as equal as possible and as neat as possible. I know it's quite a challenge to section hair neatly, but we try. There. So you hold your 3 strands of hair and do some matuta on your hair. For one, it's going to stretch your hair. Secondly, it's going to avoid tangling, because if you get out of the shower and immediately you just leave your hair the way it is, even if you detangled, even if you combed it out, it's likely to start forming knots because it's done. It's all things negative, really. When your hair forms knots, it's going to be prone to breakage, and you don't want that. Your ends are going to be exposed to damage because you'll keep on combing through it. You remember the reason why you detangled when it was still damp is because it's easiest done when it's damp. So if you wait for it to dry and then you want to force the knots out because they have already formed, you didn't stretch it out, then really you'll rather just use heat, because you're going to make more damage. You're going to cause more damage. So what I do at the ends, because I don't want to borrow any hair, and you see one of the strands gets lost, so you just do a twist at the end. You can tell that your hair is moisturized by the way it looks. Mine looks shiny thanks to the beautiful oils I used, and it feels moist to the touch. I don't know if you can see how glittering my hands are because of handling the hair. So you see, this is how much stretch you get when you do the matuta thing. You can compare it with this. Obviously this one gives you a better stretch than this, but if you're doing this on damp hair, it's going to take longer to dry out. So don't do this if you're in a hurry, but if you're not, this is just like the perfect one. And of course it's neater, it doesn't come off as easily as this one, and it gives you a better stretch, so that when you're ready to style your hair, it's all straightened out, free of tangles and knots that are going to damage your hair. So it enhances the health of your hair actually. And the last method that I use, we just leave this so that we can compare. The other method that you can use to stretch your hair is the traditional threading method. In this case, you just have your hair that's already been moisturized, hair that you don't want to get back into knots, like these ones. So imagine if I didn't have it in twists. It's double work really. So you'll rather just have it in twists to avoid so much manipulation to your hair. So I'm going to just use this thread, the ordinary thread. I'm using a black one. It's called Robin, I think. It goes for 50 bob. And of course with this whole lot you get to do so much with it. You get to cut whichever length of thread you need. I just use it while it's in twos for better strength, for better hold. So that's my thread. And then of course you just thread it the ordinary way. I don't know if you've ever tried this. I'm holding some piece of it so that it gets a better grip. Just a small portion at the tip, and then you want to just go around with the thread. The grip you get is just according to your preference. You don't want to have it too tight again, because you're just stretching your hair. It's not like you're styling it. So it's okay if it comes loose, but so long as it gets the work done. That's why I'm leaving like I'm not having my knees so close. They're loose, they're spread out, because all I want is just to keep the hair free of tangles and make sure that it has enough stretch for styling later on. Plus it keeps it healthy still, because it reduces the amount of tangling you're going to do on this hair. And yay, that's what we want, naturalistas. When you get to the end, you get to decide how you want to go about it. You can go back somehow. The essence here is just to make sure that it doesn't come loose immediately you let go of it. So I'm going back with the same thread just a little bit, and then I'm going to just cut this thread at this point. So these are the 3 methods you can use to stretch your hair. The twist is the easiest, but it doesn't give your hair the longest length. These 2 are quite similar, so if you can't get a hold on thread, you can just decide to use this matuta style to stretch your hair. Which one will you rather do? I go with this all the time because, you know, you just get out of the shower, when you're doing your thing, you put them back. When you're sectioning, you put them back into this. But this can also work. And this, while it gives you a good stretch, it's kind of time consuming. But if you can do either, you're good to go, because your hair will get the stretch it needs. It will be free from tangles, it will be free from knots, and it's going to be so much easier when going to style it. So choose out of the 3 whichever works best for you. You can see that I already chose mine in matuta, in twists rather. So I don't know, I think I'm just going to do matuta for a full stretch before styling, and I'm going to just like come back and style the hair with you people. Thank you for watching. Keep spreading the love. Keep it here at Lyn Afros. I'm going to keep on giving you quality stuff, quality tips, just sharing my journey and routine about my hair. And feel free to give me suggestions on what you think about all this, and what you should do and what you should change. And your word is my command. Bye.